Well, I'm recording this video on a white background because I think that won't distract you, because when I'm in public, you may be distracted by all that's happening around me. I will still make videos in public, but for now, just in my apartment on this white background. So you'll only be distracted by me, which is why you're watching this video to begin with. Okay, first of all, I'll be answering my Santo Domingo emails very soon. I mean, that mailbox, I don't check it every day, but since recent I downloaded the Outlook app on my mobile phone, so I'll be able to check it every day. So from next week on, I'll be checking that email every day. So I'll be reading the messages. Some of those messages, I'll answer them by making videos about the subjects that relate to it. Others, I'll be able to answer directly. I receive a lot of emails, so please be patient with me, okay? But I covered so many subjects on this channel already, so you can check them out. But that's not what I want to talk about in this video. What I want to emphasize in this video is that I've been shocked. When I say I was shocked. Okay, so I was shocked for a while back, a lot, when I observed the behavior of many people. Remember, I'm an anthropologist. I pay attention, I evaluate things, how people operate in groups, large groups, small groups. It happens automatically. I'm trained like that. And one thing I've noticed of common people, that's why I make a lot of videos about common people. Unfortunately, there are also believers operating this way still because they're not delivered. Common people in general agree with self-destruction very quickly. You want me to give an example? Okay. Let's say you have a female, a woman that comes from a broken household. Her father left her mother, so the husband left the wife for some young mistress with whom it didn't work out. That young woman grows up without the dad around. She's resentful towards the dad. After a while, she so-called has let it go. But now she has become this overachiever, because that sense of achievement is what compensates for her sense of abandonment that her father caused. Now, anyone evaluating this situation would say this chick needs to be delivered. She needs to be real with herself. She needs to face her parents, face people around her, acknowledge your abandonment is can't continue like this. But let's say now she gets compensation for being this overachiever. She gets compliments. She's being praised. What's going to happen? She will take this praise as approval. So this will enable her to hold on to this overachieving mentality. Now, anytime she encounters someone that achieves more than her, she tends to feel overwhelmed and intimidated. Why? Because her sense of well-being depends on her overachieving. Now, if you encounter someone that is a bit older than her, maybe a few years older, and he or she has accomplished more in his or her field, that does not threaten her at all. Because that other individual went through his or her tribulations, they have to face household wickedness also. So their prosperity is not a threat onto her. But she now feels threatened by the prosperity of those other people. So now she begins to avoid them. She doesn't want to talk about them, even think about them. Because even the thought about them frightens her. Now what has happened? She has agreed with self-destruction. She keeps holding on to the praise of others based on her achieving, and she wants to overachieve to secure the praise of others. When you do this, you set yourself up for self-destruction. Because even if you manage to maintain the praise of others, it will be at your own expense. You'll get emotionally drained, mentally tired, and physically you'll break down. You'll get a burnout, or you develop complex PTSD or PTSD due to exploitation of others. So what has happened? In this case, this chick in this parable agreed with self-destruction. Well, that's one parable. Let me give another parable onto you. You have this guy who doesn't want to face any pain at all in life. And as a 12-year-old kid, there was this other kid whom he considered annoying. This kid was very outspoken, and this outspoken kid wouldn't take no for an answer when it relates to his interest. He would not threaten you nor abuse you in any way, but this kid would not take a no for an answer. Sorry. I hope I'm not going to catch a cold over here, but okay. But this kid, he would not allow people to dismiss him just like that. This kid made plain, I'm around, you can expect things from me, I should behave, but I'm around too, so you can't just pretend I'm not there, and I just have to take it. This kid was outspoken. Now this 12-year-old kid, let's call him John. John couldn't stand the attitude of that other kid who was outspoken and who stood up for his interest. Why? Because John was taught you need to be respectful, you need to mind your own business, and you need to make sure people are at ease with you. Never frustrate others. So John began to demand the same thing from others, even as a kid. But this other kid, that's called kid Frank didn't take it. Now this John became frustrated at this Frank, and he developed an antagonistic attitude towards this Frank. He couldn't stand him. And he developed rage against this Frank. Now who's the one with the rage? John is. So who's the one carrying that weight? John. But here's the thing. That Frank did not harm John. That Frank was just being real. Okay, and here's the thing. That Frank, later in life, he went very far and he reached a lot. While many just had a full-time job, he had investments all around the world in small companies, and he made his own movies. He had his own movie company. He produced short action movies. He had a small staff. He was not a millionaire, nor was he that famous, but he reached a lot. Because he made plain, I'm around, so you'll deal with me. And that guy learned how to overrule the violence around him. John, on the other hand, was always respectful. He always said, yes sir, yes ma'am. He never bothered other people, respected people's wishes, people's private space. And he had frustration. He liked this girl, the girl liked him, but then the girl didn't like him, but the girl was playing with him. So he had difficulties over there. When he got the job, he had to put up with the dissatisfaction of the boss and pleasing the boss also. So this guy, let me say this, he had this intense anger against this Frank and also against other people like Frank. Now, what has happened? This John did not evaluate his parents. Even at such a young age, he couldn't realize, hold on a minute, is what my parents saying to me, is it even correct? Is it even wise or even practical to always keep people at ease? Now, it is wise to get along with people and to not provoke people and to, I'm saying, to de-escalate situation. That's correct. But you can't operate in life always seeking the way of least resistance. Yeah, you should get along, but you should operate in an inclusive mindset. Others are around also. You see what others are going through. You see the situation and you act productively in the situation. John was never taught this. John was taught to seek the social approval of society, just like most people in society. And there were places where it worked for him. But there were other places where it didn't work. And now he was dealing with a place where it didn't work, like at the job, in his romantic relationship. But then others who disregarded the, I would say, the unreasonable demands of society, they got ahead. Now, why is John still in a frustrated state? Why is he still with a woman that's using him and who can't make up her mind? Why is he at a job that he doesn't want, but he still has to go to that job? Why is he in such a state? Because he refuses to evaluate his own thinking. His own thinking was shaped by his environment, by his parents, by his peers, by his family, by people around him. He refused to evaluate those people and eventually evaluate what they conditioned him into. So he chose self-destruction. But look at this. You remember that kid, Frank, who's now an adult, who's now reached very far? That John still can't stand Frank. He still carries that heaviness he developed against Frank. But there's the thing, Frank doesn't have that heaviness, John does. And it's this heaviness that causes dysfunctions in his daily life. So here's the thing, Frank has nothing to do with his heaviness. He does. He's the one holding on to it, and he's the one preserving it and justifying it. So who's the one enduring the effects? He does. And that girlfriend of his that's exploiting him can only exploit him because he has become extra vulnerable due to that heaviness, that negative will that he has developed against Frank. So that negative will of his makes him extra vulnerable to predators, in this case a female predator. So he is in self-destruction, but he refuses to see it. He will blame Frank, he may even blame his parents, he may even blame that predator, even though that predator girlfriend, even though she's to blame, absolutely. He will blame her, she's to blame of course, but he won't look at his own contribution. He has chosen self-destruction. Now let me tell you one thing about people that hold on to self-destruction. Look, if you have a self-destructive way of thinking, well, that's how the world trains you. You can't blame yourself for that. But you should acknowledge that not everything the world taught you is good. And you should acknowledge that if you have a way of thinking that's self-destructive, you need to be free from it. You need to look for better. Where if you have that attitude, that practical, realistic attitude, that you look for safety, man, Satan has a very hard time to have a grip on you. But if you're someone who just gives in to, yeah, it's just how I think, it's just how I feel, or I'm not just as interested, or well, it's just how it is, or you just don't want to face anything, if that's your attitude, man, Satan doesn't even have to make a move, because you already agreed against yourself. Let me tell you one thing about people who hold on to self-destruction. They will redirect that conflict onto you when you are not validating their self-destruction. People that hold on to self-destruction want you to join their self-destruction, and they want you to sponsor the self-destruction to make them at ease. It's all about their own comfort, and the moment you don't join their self-destruction with them at your own expense, they'll turn on you. Yes, they will. For example, in the parable I started with about this chick that's overachieving, there was this one guy that she met during college. That guy is now living his dreams while she is fighting to get a higher position at a job. She eventually turned on the guy and blocked the guy on everything, on WhatsApp and all of those things. The guy didn't even notice it. And she became upset. She couldn't stand that guy. She couldn't stand this rig, because she was in this rig, thinks it's everything, blah, blah, and all that was going on. She was transferring that heaviness that she was holding onto this rig. She thought by cutting off Rick, she achieved something. To her, it was all about achieving. She wanted to sense she achieved something, and she acted against Rick to get this sense of achieving. Well, she got the sense of achieving, but she's still stuck in a pattern and cycle of self-destruction. Well, that Rick who is even aware that she's gone, is living his dreams over there. Look, folks hold on to self-destruction. They will be used by Satan to destroy you. And folks who hold on to self-destruction, they don't always go out and transfer their waste onto others. There are times they just want to feed off your sympathy. They want to feed off your good company. And here's where I want you to pay attention. If you spend your day with someone that has nothing going for them, they're just in a cycle of self-destruction, they're in a pattern, that's all they are in. If you spend your day with someone like that, what do you think will come out of it? Will a blessing come out of it? Will you gain some new insight? Will you get ahead somewhere? No. You are participating in their unfruitful works of darkness. You are participating in their denial. And by participating in their denial, they get a hold on you. And when they have a hold on you, that heaviness that they're in is going to affect you. I'm not telling you to just cut people out like the world tells you to, because that's relief seeking. I'm telling you to see through people, evaluate what they are and how they operate. Lower contact so the contact will fade, so eventually, if needed, you go no contact with people that hold on to self-destruction. Look, if you have a drug addict that needs help and you can't think straight, or you have someone with serious mental issues, that's different, okay? Those are people that need help. Those are people that need deliverance. That's different, okay? But you also have people you need to be delivered from. Because they are not in danger, they are the danger. There are people in danger that need to be rescued, and you have people you need to be rescued from because they are the danger. If you understand the difference, blessed you are. Again, spend your day with someone that has nothing going for them. What do you think will come from that interaction? Look, I'm not telling you to look down on people just to feel good about yourself. That's what the world tells you to do. I'm not telling you to just look for people with money to feel good about yourself. No, I'm not teaching you all that bacon crap. I'm just telling you here. Evaluate the people that come near you. Are they people that need to be rescued, or are they people you need to be rescued from? Be at peace.